So let's start with the glass, fracturing the glass. So we use the ABD material fracture. So it is a little bit slow, this node. So what I'm going to do is let's drop a null first. And then once we got all the glass, I'm just going to isolate one of the panes, maybe one of these big ones at the front. Okay. Oh, first, before we need to assemble this, so give everything a name attribute. Okay, so assemble will create a name attribute and pack everything if you want, but I don't want to pack everything yet. So we'll call this glass. So now each kind of individual piece of this geometry, if we go to visualize there, you can see has a different attribute, right? You can see that there, glass, and with a number for each piece. Okay, so we can see we got 41 pieces there. So if I select one of these, so let's isolate, right, press S, press 9 on my keyboard, go to name attribute, then I can select by the name, and then I'm just going to delete one. So just click delete on my keyboard with my mouse in the viewport, and then delete non-selected, so that isolates it. We just got the one pane there, and then plug that into my material fracture. Go back, I don't know why I'm on the last frame. So by default, you can see we are doing this concrete fracture. Obviously we want glass, so that's already pretty cool. So we just got the one point in the middle, so we can push that up to 3, let's say. Cracks, I'm going to leave at default, but you can add more, change the how far these are apart, and lots of different stuff you can do there. Chipping I won't turn on for this, again because of the scale. Maybe a window with a close-up camera definitely would have it on, but we're going to be pretty far away, so, and it's quite, you get lots of tiny little pieces, and it can break the effect. We'll try it. Let's just turn it on and see. Yeah, so you can see we get these nice lots of tiny little pieces, which is nice, but again we don't need it, so I'm gonna turn it off. And then detail is, so you can see we've got wavy lines here. If I turn that off, they'll just be straight lines, which again is fine for certain cameras, but let's have it on. And I'm just going to push up the amplitude, so how noisy it is. You see that move there, and you can change where that noise is, so closer to the center or the outside. I'm going to change the frequency and the noise here, set that to 1, I think. Okay, and then by default this gives you constraints, this node. So if we come here, we can see we got our constraints. If I press D on my keyboard, go into my background and change this to dark, so we can see a bit better. Gives you a really nice clean constraint network, and it also puts attributes on them. So we got strength, and they're different strengths for different components of the fracture, but I don't want that yet. Okay, we're going to deal with the constraints later. We're going to do it pretty simple for this week, and then a bit more complex later on. So we got that. So if I turn this, bypass this blast, now you can see we're getting some are fine, like there. Well, fine, I don't know, but basically what's happening is we've just got 3 points for the whole thing here. It's considering all of these pieces as one piece of glass, which is obviously not what we want. So really simple, fracture per piece, and we'll kind of do like a for each loop over everything, and then we get something good. And then we can do an exploded view just to have a look. Okay, so you can see all our individual pieces. Looks fantastic. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to drop a ABD pack. Okay, so this just kind of brings them both together. I normally do this when because I'm going to be fracturing the glass or the wood, this fiberglass and everything, and then I'm going to want to merge them all together. And whenever I do that, to use this ABD pack, it just basically think of it as just turning these 3 inputs. You don't have to have this last one into one. Well, we'll plug that in though. Okay, so there we go, that's our glass.